Welcome to Denna Tools.
Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the old Denna Tools, and it's Monday, so you know that means deals of the week. Also, I want to point out that it's not just Monday, but it's June, in fact, June 1st, so that means we are 21 days out until the old Father's Day. And yeah, as I said, I thought the Memorial Day pickings would be a bit slim for tools, and indeed, I do feel that they were, but we're starting to see stuff roll out for Father's Day, so depending on the size of the sale, I'll either include it in the deals of the week if it's a smaller sale, or if it's a big sale, we'll do a whole standalone video on it, so stay tuned to the channel for that. Make sure you've liked, chomp the old like button down there, just give it a big old chomp, and make sure you subscribe so you catch all the deals of the week, as well as the Father's Day deals that will be coming down the road. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into it. And the first thing we're going to talk about is Grizzly Industries. Yeah, no relation. Grizzly's got their grads and dads deals coming up, and they've got a couple interesting ones. We're going to scroll through it real quick. We've got their benchtop tools we're going to take a look at in just a minute. We've got the DeWalt stuff, the Grizzly Pro. I got to admit, I'm not a huge fan of the Grizzly Pro stuff. The 13-inch DeWalt planer withstand with helical cutter head there for $1,000. It's not cheap, but it's a fantastic setup. We've got assembly, disassembly pin press. We've got a Forstner bit set, 16-piece there for $62. Sledgehammer for $90. Bessie Sure Grips for $60. Bessie's a well-known brand in here. Here's the one, another one I want to talk about, the lumber rack here. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. And further on down, we got machinist squares, screwdriver sets, a lot more. Welders. If you guys don't know, Grizzly makes some top-end lathes, man, especially metal lathes. They make some great stuff. Also, if you're looking for a benchtop English wheel, or if you're a serious woodworker looking for that floor-standing oscillating spindle sander, they got you covered there. But let's jump, oh wait, real quick, I just also want to show you this. They've got a pretty decent job site saw here, currently on sale for $445. Not the cheapest out there, but it's a lot better than some of the other options that you see around town. Now, the two I wanted to call out specifically was this benchtop bundle set. Grizzly makes some great stuff, all right? Not a fan of their cordless stuff, but the rest of the stuff they do is pretty good, but it's usually bigger kind of stuff. For the smaller stuff, often I feel it's a little overpriced and stuff, but on this sale, this is not bad. $419, so you're paying a little over $125 or so, $130 per item here. But look at that drill press. It's got everything you're going to possibly need on a setup like that. It's got the drill guard. It's a nice setup. You got your nice little bench grinder. Not bench grinder, but disc sander and belt sander, all 2-in-1 there. And look at that bandsaw. Now, I've been outspoken and being not a fan of this bench style bandsaw. I felt that they don't have enough support, that the blade wobbles too much on them. There's all sorts of stuff. But look at this. You got a fence, you got the light, you got the articulating air to blow the sawdust. I have never seen a benchtop bandsaw with nearly that kind of quality built into it. That I honestly would consider giving that a try. If you have this one, please comment down below. Let us know what you think about it, because I'm a huge fan of their 14-inch and their 17-inch bandsaws. I've not been a fan of anybody's benchtop bandsaws, but this may make a believer out of me. Now, the other item I want to talk about was the lumber rack. Now, this is everyone's been running a version of this for the past 3 or 4, maybe 5 years, and they'll OEM them to whoever in whatever color you want. So don't worry about that. They're all pretty much the same quality. I've looked at a lot of them. I own one I got from Home Depot, and I got it for about the same price, and that was the cheapest I ever saw it at. Usually it's at like $40 to $60. It is a great basic lumber rack system. It's not the most heavy-duty thing out there, but it is pretty decent. It does hold a lot of stuff. If you look at some of my older videos, you'll see this rack in there holding a ton of stuff on it. $27.95, sales ends on $6/21. So now over at Northern Tool, they've got a couple items that they've got on sale that I want to talk about. We've talked about this one before. Their clutch steel welding table with toolkit, 36 by 24 by 33 inch high, $179, 20 bucks off. But look at this. This is a nice little welding table, but on top of it, it comes with this whole kit. You get 4 welding clamps, you get all these other hold downs and everything. This is a pretty sweet little setup. And in fact, you can even, if you want it to be, you know, really modular with it, you can take the legs off and set it up as a tabletop, you know, on top of another bench kind of thing. So there's a lot of modularity to it. I've looked around. I haven't seen a better deal for a budget welding table. If you have, again, share it with us. We'd love to hear about it. Now, the other thing that they have on sale right now is fans. All right, we're coming. It's June 1st. You know the heat's coming. For those of us in the northern climates up here, we still got a little ways off. But when it hits, it hits. And having a good fan to move some air around is a big thing. So we've got wall-mounted oscillating fans. We've got floor-mounted fans. This one's a nice one. This one is a tilting direct drive drum fan there for $155. It's $15 off. A lot of different options here. You know, basically any way you want to slice it, they've got some cooling systems here for you. You want to take it out, or you'll want to take a look at it. And again, we always have, links to everything down below. Okay, then over at Home Depot, we get their special buy of the day. Again, this is usually good until midnight tonight. Some of the deals we've got here is we've got the DeWalt 20 volt max lithium ion cordless combo kit. You get the drill driver, the recip, the impact, the light, charger, bag, and the circ saw for $300. We got the Makita there. There's a 18 volt 6-piece combo kit, $500. We got the rigid combo kit there. You got the impact wrench, impact driver, grinder. That's an interesting combo there, all for $300. I'm just going to step through these real quick. You can see if there's a combo kit that jumps out at you, so you can pause it real quick. I would say maybe hold off on the Ryobi thing because we got some info on Ryobi days. I got a video on that coming up tomorrow. So we got a whole bunch of DeWalt stuff here and some rigid stuff as well. Oh, and that's sold out. Anyway, and also look at this. Today only 28% off on the skill saw recip saw. I'd love to get my paws on that and give that thing a try. I'm a big fan of recip saws, and I got a video that I'm going to be coming out with later in the week, maybe next week. We're going to see. We're going to talk about new inexpensive cordless versus inexpensive garage sale / pawn shop finds. I think you'll find it kind of interesting. All right. Also at Home Depot, they're doing a huge sale with Milwaukee with the M12 lineup. And if you guys don't remember, I'm becoming a big proponent of the M12 lineup, especially for professionals who don't need the super heavy duty stuff because it's so much lighter than carrying around a full-size piece of equipment. And also for DIYers who want a little bit more performance, a little higher grade tool, but don't want to spend the big bucks. Quite often the M12 will do everything that you need. So they're doing a deal right now where you get the +1. You buy a combo kit and you get a +1 free tool with it. Values ranging from $110 to $2,000. So there's some big kits in here. But here's the collection right now. We got the base kit, which comes with your impact and your drill driver, and you get the impact, or not the impact, but you get the powered wrench with it. But check this out. Those are the fuel. So that's not just the baseline basic brush or brushless. This is the fuel. In an M12, the fuel is going to give you as much power as your average, 18/20 volt tool. This is a killer deal for $200. It's just, it's like, do it now. Don't even stop and think about it. On top of that over here, look at this. If you don't want the ratchet there, the M12 ratchet, they have it with the M12 multi-tool. That's a nice slick little multi-tool, especially with the M12 lineup. So it's going to be lightweight, easy to use, and again, you're getting the fuel combo kit with it. And and there's more. We got the lights, we got the right angle. There's all sorts of these. Again, I'm going to step through these because there are so many here that we'd have to take probably 2 or 3 videos to cover all the value here you can get. So there's a rotary tool, all sorts, and then of course different battery systems that go along with this. If you've been looking to get into the M12 line, this is definitely a good time to do it. In fact, you may want to do a double purchase on that. You get one of the base fuel systems and maybe some of these specialty tools like this one with the single recip. I know I gave it a hard time. If you let the tool do the work, it will get there. The fuel version of this is much better. All right, and this is what I'm just talking about, the one-handed Sawzall thing here. There's a fuel version that is a real beast. But I did talk to some people, and yes, I'm the one that always has to say that. Don't force the tool. Let the tool do the work. It's a lower power tool, so it may take some time to get there, but it will get there. That's the joy of a recip, isn't it? Anyway, I'll put a link down below. Look, they even have the Portaband bandsaw on this. All right, and then lastly at Home Depot, I want to call this one out because we just did the video where I compared the Bauer to the rigid shop vac. Here's the same rigid shop vac that I demoed in that. It's not a bad vacuum. A lot of people got the little butt hurt saying that I was biased towards the Bauer, and I'm sorry, but that's just not the case. If you watch the whole video, at the end of the video, I did suggest buying the rigid shop vac because it's an excellent shop vac. It's got a proven track record, and at the end of the day, it's got a lifetime warranty. Not the typical lifetime service agreement, but a full lifetime warranty. So think what you may, but watch the whole video before commenting. Anyway, point is, this is a great shop vac, and at $80, $80 for something like this, that is really hard to beat at that price. You get the hose, you get 2 extensions, you get 3 attachments, you get a HEPA filter with this, as well as the regular standard filter. You get the bags if you want to use those. You don't have to use the bags, but I think if you're trying to get HEPA rating, you have to use the bags. I could be wrong. It's a wet dry vac. As you can see, if you go back and check my video, you can see this very vacuum, draining a 5-gallon bucket in like 8 or 9 seconds. It's got plenty of power. It's got a nice drain plug up front. Anyway, moving on over to Lowe's. Lowe's has got a similar deal where if you buy anything or select items from the Cobalt combo kits, you get a free 4 amp hour battery. Well, one of those items, now this was told to me last night in the live chat, and if you miss it, every Sunday night we do a live stream with me and the missus, maybe the Labradog, the Cubs, who knows who else shows up. Some peanut butter whiskey showed up last night. It got ugly. And anyway, point being that it was pointed out to me that this combo kit does qualify for the free purchase. So $400, you get the brand new XTR 5-tool combo kit. Well, let's call it 4 tools plus a flashlight. I hate that when they call the flashlight there a tool. So you get the circ saw, you get the impact, you get the drill driver, or is that a hammer drill? Hammer drill, my bad. Hammer drill, impact, and the recip. You get a 2 amp hour standard Cobalt battery, and you get the 4 amp hour ultimate output battery. So I'm guessing that's a high output kind of battery. Now, as I understand it, the free battery that comes with this, that's the free gift, is a standard 4 amp hour battery. It's not going to be the ultimate output battery. Correct me if I'm wrong if you've got this kit and you know, but I think that's the case. Anyway, you get the charger and you get that really awesome travel case with it, or storage case. That thing's pretty nice. And here we are over at Lowe's looking at their flyer, and sure enough, get one free. And this is the 24 volt 4 amp hour battery. So it's not the ultimate performance, but still that's a $60 value. I have these batteries. They're great batteries. Now, besides Cobalt, they got some deals over at DeWalt. Select DeWalt 24 volt max bare power tool starting at $129. You buy one of those and you get a free battery and charger kit, $120 value. Bosch has the same sort of deal going on. Get one of their bare tools. They got the circ saw, the recip there. You get a free charger and battery there, $129 value. Great deals. Now, the other thing I want to point out over there is that currently you can buy a Yeti 5-gallon bucket for, what is that, $40? $40. What have you been smoking, Yeti? I mean, seriously, you've gotten into some bad fish or something, some bad salmon. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you can tell me, oh, they have this whole loadout thing that goes with it. It's a $40 bucket. You're paying $40 for a bucket, guys. I know Yeti makes some great products, but oh my gosh, $40 for a 5-gallon bucket. Okay, but since we're talking about Lowe's, now I have to roll in over here the Denna Tools Facebook group. I know you guys don't like Facebook. I tried setting up a group on Reddit. Not very many people interested, it seems. We've got now 15,000 members on the Denna Tools Facebook page. If you don't like Facebook, that's fine. I'm not going to force you into this. I'm just showing you the deals and what you can find over there, because the benefit of being over there is you get all the real insider kind of stuff. It's free. There's no charge. This is largely user supplied, finds, deals that they find. And one of the things that we've been finding is at Lowe's, we found kind of, I don't want to say a loophole or an exploit, but basically we found some of the best savings in the tool world over at Lowe's. And one of these, and they're often referred to as the Lowe's unicorns, and quite often they're Cobalt tools and Cobalt storage, like the cabinets and such. Here's one. I think this is a stainless steel cart, normally $350. He got this. There's your receipt there. With tax, $95. $95. This was Tim Lim found this. He also scored this, the 189-piece Cobalt toolbox here. This thing's a great buy, $70. It's like normally $300. In fact, and he's not alone. John Fiesta, this dude has been absolute killing it with these deals. He got this same set here for $62.25 at Lowe's. Now there's ways to do this, right? You got to know how to find them. You got to know how to, and you usually need to talk to a store manager, and don't go in saying, hey, you have to give it to me at this price. You want to be like, hey, I heard these are getting closed out. Tell them the bear sent you. That's a good hint. If you just tell them that the bear sent you, it's not really going to help, but I just want to see that. I want to imagine the look on his face when you say that with a straight face. Anyway, the point is that if you go over to the YouTube or the Facebook page, join the group, they're going to give you all the tips and tricks on how to find these deals. But as I said, one of the things that we found is they're mostly stored on the top 1 or 2 racks. And if you've seen the racks that they have at Lowe's, they go all the way up to the ceiling. That is way, way up there. So you got all these guys. Poor Glock 21 here. He's like, at this point, I've come to the conclusion I'm addicted to shut up, Moto. I'm addicted to the hunt. 4th box this month he's found. This is the Craftsman one that they're finding. This is your standard, like, little side box kind of thing. And it's, or I don't want to say not a side. You don't have to attach it to something, but it's one of the ones I would have, like, on the side away from my main box. And it is, I think people are finding it for, well, here, he got it for $35. That's incredible. That's a great find. But anyway, as I said, you got to walk around the store and you're looking at these top 2 racks, which has led to a condition that unfortunately has cropped up in many of our users, where they've been experiencing some neck pains, and it's been diagnosed as UNS, which is unicorn neck syndrome. Yes, as I said, they're often called unicorns because they're hard to find, hard to spot in the wild. But if you come down with UNS, please remember, maybe take a break, take a couple Advil, relax, have some peanut butter flavored, I think it's called Screwball whiskey. A friend of mine recommended to it. It's one of those unique, maybe try it once thing. Anyway, moving on. Paul Malazzo, please excuse me if I mangled your last name. He sent me an email about this, and I want to give him credit because he found this deal, and he's got a YouTube channel. He's a YouTube creator, so we're going to, throw all, I'm not instead of giving you a link directly to the deal, I'm going to show you the link to his site, his channel, and you can go over there and check it out. And that is basically Wise. They do, like smart appliances, and mostly they start off with security cameras, real inexpensive $20 security cameras. I've got a couple. They're fantastic. They're super easy to use. Anyway, they have a deal where for every $20 you spend, you get a free smart bulb. And so anyway, if you want to check that out, I'm going to put a link down below to Paul's Tool Reviews. That's his channel. You can go check him out. Thanks for sending that over to us. Now, also, a lot of people have been asking me, like, hey, do I like Leatherman? And I do. In fact, my everyday carry for the longest time was the Leatherman Skeletal lightweight combo here. It basically, I have the full size, the full boat Leatherman, and it's great. Weighs a ton. And, you get it out. You have to open it up. This thing, like the knife is on the outside, makes it really easy to access quickly. The screwdriver's right there and the pliers. And those are the three things I use the most, all right? But I found recently that, and this was after WorkPro sent me, and they were nice enough to send me this 3-piece quick folding. And I know I've shown this on here before, and I may be gushing at it at this point. And just so you know, yeah, there are links down below. I don't use Amazon affiliate links. I don't make any money from this. I just really am a fan of this thing. I love it. It's super slim. This has become my EDC. It comes as a 3-tool set. I have one here. I keep one in the truck, and I try to carry one with me at all times. Although I think the one that was in my truck got confiscated by the missus, because I don't remember it being there. I saw her pause with one the other day. All right, and while we're at Amazon, we also found this one recently. And this is the Irwin Marples. Now, Marples is kind of their middle of the road line. A lot of people use their blades. I like their saw blades. The Irwin Marples saw blades, I would say, are equivalent to the Diablo saw blades. That said, this is a good middle of the road Forstner bit set that's even less expensive than I think than the one we were looking at over on Grizzly. $39.98 there with a nice carrying case there. Because Forstner bits they're pretty sharp and they're a little unwieldy, so having a good case for those is a good thing. Now, over at Walmart, we've been talking about Hart tools, and I said before that I think that once they get established and we start seeing some of those price rollbacks, if you guys remember me saying that, is when we'll start seeing some deals. Well, guess what? Rollback. Pick 2 Hart tools for $100 or pick 3 Hart tools for $140. Now, the way this works is when you click on it, it shows you one of the basic combos. Now, you have 2 choices of the core thing here, and then you have 7 choices of your secondary add-on one. So you click on Build Your Bundle, takes you down here, and you can choose either to get the Hart 20-volt cordless half-inch drill driver kit here, or you can get a Hart 20-volt lithium 1.5 battery with 2-amp fast charger. So if you're already in the system or the other thing you're going to get, you want more batteries for, you can choose to go with that. So then once you choose that, we click on that, we click continue, and now here's the add-on items that we can get. We got the sander, we got the work light, we got the jigsaw, we got the cordless rotary tool. One of these days, I'm going to get one of these because I really want to play around with this rotary tool. I love this idea for this I love this design for rotary tools. Then we got the Bluetooth battery, we got the digital inflator, and we've got an inverter power battery source. Again, remember, Hart's based around homeowner, DIY weekend warrior kind of stuff, and that is definitely, as you can see here by these accessories, that's who they're marketing towards here. Now, when it comes to the 3-tool kit, it's essentially the same thing. You click on Build Your Bundle, you choose your core item, and now you've got the same selection, but this time you could choose one of those, click Continue again, and now you could do your other selection. And if you wanted to choose 2 of the same, you can do that as well. Anyway, as I said, as we start seeing these deals now come out with Hart, I think it's going to get more and more of a compelling argument. Again, links will be down below. Now we got another Walmart deal here for you, but this one's going to be a little trickier to find. This is what we call Your Mileage May Vary. You may see this acronym sometimes as YMMV, and what we mean is that these deals are kind of hit or miss. So we use a website here called BrickSeek. Right up here, BrickSeek. Think brick and mortar, seeking deals at brick and mortars. And what they allow you to do is you can come in here and you can enter in part numbers for certain stores, and it will find if they have it in stock and how many of them they have. This is a Black & Decker 12-volt max lithium-ion cordless drill. Normally a $60 drill. I wouldn't pay $60 for it, but you know what I might pay for it? I might pay $15. So this was, I used the zip code back in Vegas because there's more Walmarts around there to give you a better idea to see how this pops up. 2 of the ones in Vegas are showing with stock 2 to 3, $15. That's 75% off. All the rest of the stores in Vegas are out of stock. Now again, here's the deal with Walmart. There are issues with their inventory control. They're a little bit off. Often items get bought, returned. Maybe they're up front. Maybe they're they're somewhere else in the store. Someone's picked it up, put it down somewhere else. The other thing I found, and I'm sorry I have to say this, is that there's a lot of cases where there's really great deals where you'll have people working there hiding the product, calling their buddies to come and buy it, and then they resell it on Craigslist and stuff and offer up places like that. So go to an area and maybe look behind stuff, because I have found some deals hiding behind other products at Walmart. Now, still over at BrickSeek, but this time we're looking at Lowe's, because it's also good for checking Lowe's products. We see this DeWalt combo kit. Now, this is normally a $300 combo kit. Comes with the drill driver, the impact, and the multi-tool, charger, and a bag. This is a great starter combo kit. It really is. I'm a big fan of DeWalt multi-tools. I know I'm often hard on DeWalt, but that is one of the tools I think they make really well. If we click on check inventory, it kicks us over here, and we can scroll down and we can see that the sale price on this is $179. And again, you're going to see quantity in stock 4, quantity in stock 3, limited stock. If it says limited stock, unless it's right next door, I don't know if I would go to check it out. It might be hard to find. It might have been a return. You're not sure where it's going to end up in the store. And then the other ones will show you that it's out of stock. Now, back on Amazon, I've got a few more deals for you, and that is the gear wrench. They have a 3/8 drive, 6-point standard, and deep impact SAE and metric set here. Normally $155 on sale right now with Amazon Prime for $77.53. And right now it's showing free delivery Saturday within 22 hours if you order within 22 hours and 47 minutes. And it being Monday, so that's not exactly 2-day delivery, but considering the delivery times that we've been seeing, that's not too bad. Also over at Amazon, we got the Crescent 121 piece. This is a good starter all-around socket and ratchet set here. It's got a little bit of filler here where it does have, a bunch of Allen wrenches in there that are kind of useless, and you got some bits in there. But as far as sockets and drives, it has a nice basic set. It's a nice carrying case. I have a buddy who has this. He uses it all the time. $60.43. Free delivery by Wednesday, June 10th. So again, it's taking a little bit longer than normal, but not excessively long. And at $60, that's a good price on something like that. Now, over at Harbor Freights, so I'll just let you know they're advertising their Yukon and both the 9-drawer and the standard 1-drawer 2 cabinet. This is the one that I have. And you know what I've done recently? On the right-hand side, I took out the bottom shelf here, and I've got my Fortress air compressor in there. I'm actually thinking about drilling in a couple holes on the side, putting a grommet there, and running out the air line and power line because there's a plug right behind it, because we store this outside right now. And then I can run the air line out so we can fill up car tires and toys and all sorts of stuff. So it's I find it a very convenient little setup. Maybe I'll show you more on that later. But anyway, the reason I brought you over to Harbor Freight was I did want to show you this, which is under the new items. We've got, we got the new Vulcan welding mask. We got the Doyle stubbies. But come on, it's all about the new Bauer cordless. If you're in the Bauer cordless line, you got to be excited about this because they've got the transfer pump finally. Now this, and then here's the neat thing. It's dual powered, so it's either runs off a battery or corded. It is self-priming, does 140 gallons on a single charge, has 6 feet of suction lift, easy carry handle. You got the protected power switch, nice base. You can bolt it down. It's got a clear view here on the front of the pump, so you can actually see it working. Make sure you're getting, good flow and whatnot. $100, no coupons out yet, but I do believe that there is a Bauer Day coupon out right now for $10, 10%. So you might want to check that out. And then lastly, just for funsies, back over at Walmart, they have the Fanta, and actually I think you can get it in Coke Zero. Maybe I should get this one because I'm a Coke Zero fanatic. Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite. I just like the orange on the Fanta, I think. And the standard Coca-Cola Red with Blue the Polar Bear on it for $29. You can do 6 cans in there, 4 upright, 2 sideways. A little, I'm not sure exactly the cooling mechanism, but apparently it works. I know some people who have them. $29 just for some fun there. Anyway, there you go. That's your deals of the week. We got some Father's Day deals in there. As I said, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the other Father's Day deals coming up. Anyway, till next time, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.